The title for day 27 is Defeating Temptation. He talked about temptation yesterday, and today was more practical, nitty gritty application of ways to defeat temptation. One of the hints, or I don't know why I'm calling it hints, but one of the suggestions he makes is that you reveal your struggle to a godly friend or support group. If you are dealing with a temptation or an addiction, it's better to not try to fight it alone. You need an accountability partner. And this sticks out to me because I talked to my therapist about my life as a whole, right? As a broad range. And I don't know how we got to talking about it one day, but we started talking about my finances. And I was telling him that I was struggling with my finances. We started talking about my debt. And so he encouraged me. I don't know if I might have shared this story on the podcast. But anyway, he encouraged me to seek help to get my finances together. Like, he was very willing to be an accountability partner for me, but I don't talk to him every day. I don't see him all the time. And he's definitely somebody I can check in with on my debt journey. He's always going to ask me about it whenever I have a session, but for the day to day, he's not the person I talk to. And so he was like, I want you to ask somebody to help you be accountable in your finances, in those decisions that you're making. Because as a single person, there is nobody else in this household that knows what's going on in my finances. I know, and I live my best life. I do what I want to do, when I want to do it, and how I want to do it. And I don't have anybody to be accountable to. So I didn't want to do it. I really didn't want to do it. But I asked my friend to be my accountability partner. Now, normally if I ask her something, she has to think about it and meditate on it and pray a while and think a little bit longer. For the first time in the history of life, I get an instant, I can do that. And then the discussion was, okay, so what does that look like for you? Like, do we need to sit down and look over credit card statements? What does that look like? What is accountability going to look like for you? What are you wanting from me? Like, how are we going to track progress and how things are going? Was that an easy conversation for me to have? Absolutely not. Was it something I wanted to do? Absolutely not. But the fact of the matter is, I know that left to my own devices, with no accountability, with nobody to check in, I'm going to continue to lean into my bad habits. And it required me to be more vocal with my family and people around me and say, hey, I'm struggling with my finances. I need to get my debt under control. I can't do this. I can't do that. And to continue to verbalize it. And it made me have to move differently because people are aware I'm struggling with this. And this is not, it's not something to be taken lightly. It's not something I can laugh off. I need to take care of this. Part of being responsible and being a good steward is I need to be a good steward of my money. I need to be a good steward of my time. I need to be a good steward of my talents. I need to be a good steward of the body that God gave me. So there are lots of areas in my life that I need to be a good steward. And I can't do that without people that are holding me accountable because they know what the goal is, what the mission is. So it helps me because I want to do it my way. Just period. I want to do it my way. And so I found that tip that practical point from the chapter to be very relevant. Find somebody that will be your accountability partner and that will walk with you. And it might be literally walk with you. Like, my mom and I are each other's accountability partners for physical exercise. Let's set this schedule. Let's hold each other accountable. Even if we don't feel like doing it, one of us is going to push the other one to say, hey, girl, this is what we said we were going to do. Let's do it. Not so we can be summer ready, but so that we can have healthy hearts. And really, it's a good time for us to fellowship. And it's also a good time for us to decompress from whatever has gone on during that day. Movement helps. So I think accountability partners can help you overcome lots of temptations you face. We don't get to make it through this life without temptation. I'm tempted every day, especially in regards to my finances. Let me tell you, every day. Am I successful every day? Absolutely not. I'm gonna share this story, then I'm gonna get off of here because I gotta go cook. So last night I went out to celebrate a friend's birthday, and on my way home I was like, ooh, I want a shake. Now a shake is a small thing, but I've already gone out last night, ate, we did an activity. Like, that's enough. Like, with the spending, that's enough, Sarita. Like, you don't need to do more. But I was like, ooh, I would love a shake. And I think I'm going to get one. Every restaurant I stopped at, y'all machine broke. All of y'all. Can't nobody give me ice cream. So I came home. I was like, see, the Lord is trying to tell me, stop being excessive. Going to the activity and the dinner was fine. That was enough. Like, girl, you always pushing the envelope. So I came home and cut up the watermelon that my grandma bought for me because she loves me. And also, side note, like, picking watermelons is her skill. It's one of the spiritual gifts God gave her. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all can fight me. Like, when he was making her, he was like, she gonna be able to pick good watermelons. And I thank God for that, because I came home last night, I cut up that watermelon, and I talked to her today. I had to tell her, girl, you still got it, honey. Like, this watermelon. We starting off watermelon season good, and I love watermelon. It's my favorite food, period, hands down. It's my jam. So, anyway, even in my disobedience and me trying to get what I want, God blocked it. It might be small to you, but it's big to me. And it was a reminder to me, like, girl, just sit down somewhere, because you don't need that ice cream anyway. So, yeah. Y'all have a great day.